What's up, fam? What's going on? What's going on, everyone? So, welcome to the live chat. Welcome to the channel. I always wanted to do that. So, I did it. What? Oh, sorry. For some reason, I got a bit of energy tonight, um, which is weird because I was really lacking earlier today around 4 p.m. Hang on, real quick. I gotta do something to the settings. Oh. Not only do I edit and create content, I am also my own IT technical person, so I just had to go fix something real quick. I realized that my laptop was not plugged in, therefore draining much of the battery due to the microphone and the other technological accessories I have going on here. So once again, the audience is slim. The count is 0, and that is fine. I just figured I'd come on tonight and shoot the shit. I swore. I'm sorry if anyone's offended by that, but I really just want to come on here to shoot the shit. So sure, none of this will be monetized anyway. So excuse me for doing that in the microphone. Sure, it was very unpleasant. My dog is out in the living room relaxing. She had a long day. Luckily, her dad, me, works from home and she can be by me most of the day, um, but she yearns to be outside a lot, and I hate that sometimes, that I can't provide that for her because I am stuck, chained to my desk, trying to reach my productivity goals each hour, and being a senior level, individual in my position, my productivity is a lot. So I cannot have too much interruption, which makes me feel like a bit of an asshole because I love my dog and I hate to ignore her. Sometimes she wants to sit on my chair and I can't because I'm just popping out, work. And yeah, it makes me feel bad. But I guess she's a little bit privileged compared to other dogs and um, people that go to work outside of the home. I don't think she would like that too much since she's grown up having me around while I work. So I'm gonna go just kind of turn my head, give her a glance because she knows when I'm making videos. She's like gives me this look like we're not sitting out in the living room. You got to go make a video again. Yes, I do. I'm sorry. It's good. It's good to clear my headspace. She doesn't understand. She's just a little baby. Hey, Freya. Love you. She's sitting down. She's like laying down. She'll be all right. Once I'm done, she'll be good, and it'll be almost time to go into the bedroom and lay down. And she likes to curl up in my arm. She's a little dachshund, so went off on a little bit of a tangent there. But man, oh man, Mondays. Today was a Monday for sure, and I'm not lying. It was actually a Monday, and it felt like a Monday for me. I thought this day was never going to be over. Mostly due to work stuff, but you know, I got it in and got the dog several walks, which have to be fast throughout the day, and got a workout in. Did some incline dumbbell bench press, which I love, and by the time the day was over, I was as in work, I was done with it. I'm like, whatever, man. Whatever. I went and laid down for like 2.5 hours, slept like crap last night. But Sorry for making everyone listen to everything that has happened in my life for today. Like you're an armchair psychologist. I hate that term. It's just so cringe, but that's the only thing I could think of. I just wanted to jump on here and I don't know. It feels like I do something a little more each night when I make a video. So, of course, I do have some college coursework I can do, but why would I want to do that when it's due Thursday? You know? Um, anyone out there a big Netflix fan? I'm guessing a lot of you are, if anyone's watching this. I just started watching School Spirits last night. That show's pretty dope. And when I say dope, it kind of shows my age, which is awesome because I'm starting to like realize the new words and slang coming in from the lower generation. And it's kind of cool. It brings me back to like when my stepdad and my mom, when I was a kid, used to say their slang, and I thought it was a little old. So in retrospect, like I don't know if it'd be retrospect, but currently, like when I say words dope, because I still think that's a pretty cool word. Um, I wonder how it comes off to the younger generation, which makes me think. I wonder how other things like my folks and their slang that they used in high school come off to the younger generation below me. But yeah, yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm starting to become vintage, you know, like a fine wine, only become greater with age. That's that's a good pickup line. Uh, if anyone who interested, I use that sometimes to be corny. When sometimes women will be like, "Oh, I'm old. I'm in my 40s, or I'm in my 50s." And I'm like, women are like a fine wine. You know, they just get better over time. So I didn't mean to laugh. That was bad. That was bad timing. They get better over time. And then you smile and give them an honest look in the face. And then they look at you like you're full of shit because you're giving that vibe. But they will appreciate it. If anybody wants to use that, definitely give it a try. Um, so back on track with my rant. School spirits. What's up? Anybody watching that? If they are, leave a comment if they like it or not. I think it's a fresh show. It's nice and I like the plots. It's something new, it's not the same old uh rewritten kind of theme and story and plot. As someone that spends a lot of time to themselves, I've seen, a lot of series, a lot of great shows, and a lot of them follow the same kind of theme and plot, and it's rewritten well. But sometimes you just got to mix it up. And I like School Spirit. It's about this girl that has died, and she doesn't know how. She's like currently missing in the current time period, and she's trying to figure out how she died with the other people that have died within the school over the years and decades and however far back. I just watched the first episode. I'm like, this plot is killer, killer. No pun intended. Um, I'm gonna watch it. It's a little corny, it's not something I would watch usually. I'm more of a like hardcore scary guy, but I can appreciate something that's original and unique when it comes along my way, and I'm feeling this. So if anybody's watching it or have watched it, drop a comment and tell me what you think because I think it's going to be a decent series. Um, just calling it for someone that's seen a lot of stuff. So besides that, um, content. besides my live streams I'm doing each night. Um, I should be coming up. I gotta come up with an idea for another deep dive for a movie. I just re-released my latest video, which was a horror movie you probably overlooked. There is some editing that I was not happy with, and as I'm a low-level content creator with not many subscribers, and thank you all the subscribers that I have. I love you. You guys are awesome. I'm a perfectionist, and I want that stuff to sound good. Just as good or as close as I can to the best of the best out there. And I had to re-upload that bad boy like 3, 4 times because I was not happy with the background music and my voice level. You gotta have this fine tune, you know, chemistry between the 2. You can't have the background music overpowering your voice, but also you can't have the background music solo that you can't hear it. And usually I'm old school and I like to go with no music, but I find that I get a little more views if I have some kind of background music that's not annoying, that flows well with the topic, um, just low enough to like you can't really notice it. But, like, when you go to, like, pause the video or, like, you go, like, you have to run to the bathroom quick and come back, and you're like, "Oh, there's background music playing." It kinda draws people in more, I feel, because without that, there's a little bit of a void. At least that is what I've seen so far together. So any new content creators, um, that's kinda like a learning curve in my opinion. It might not be. I'm older and I'm still new. I'm probably about a year into messing with YouTube and editing and all that good stuff. I would look into, just finding that like equation of the volume and what you're talking, your track, the content you're verbally speaking and the things you have in the background. Um, because people are so advanced now with YouTube and the content creators are pumping out things that are so professional. Most of them have music in the background and other things and these freaking kazoos and all this shit, to keep your attention. Me, like when I, especially stuff geared to younger kids, when I watch like adults like talking about popular subjects and like Leon Lush. I like Leon Lush, but some of the stuff like the background music and like the brainworms and stuff, it's awesome. But sometimes I'm just like, oh, there's so much stimuli going on here because he's got a lot of stuff in the background. And obviously that has worked in his advantage. He's a professional in his niche in his field. And I just sometimes I'm like, I have to turn it down. But me, I like just like a subtle flow of things going together. It's like a beautiful orchestra. If once you finally get everything in the rehearsal right and you just go to play that show, it just all goes together nicely. Um, Other than that, I'm finding that my speaking's getting a little bit better as far as when I go to record things, especially these live sessions. I'm sure if there are people in the room right now, I'd probably kind of stumble over some words and not really know what to say. Usually I jump on here not really knowing what I'm going to say, but I like to kind of just shoot the breeze. And maybe it's kind of like a vlog, like a diary vlog or something. It's therapeutic. I've said this many times, and it's good because I don't talk to a lot of people verbally or in person during the day. Um, my channel is based around, sorry, just read my shirt, had a little ADHD moment. Oh, that was gross. Just a little cold in here, and I think something just dropped from my nose. Kind of embarrassing, but whatever. I was gonna say, go Ukraine. Um, Crap. There goes my train of thought. That's what happens when you get in your young 30s. Um, what was I saying? Oh, it's yeah, it's kind of like a nice little vlog, and I don't talk to a lot of people. Due to my work at home situation and due to family being, a good ways away, probably about 1,000 miles. Why did I strand strand myself, stranded, estrange myself out this far? Um, Many factors, but that's a different story. Nothing to do with the family. It's more of the environment scenario. But I digress. Um, I That is crazy. I saw one person click on this real quick. It was I had one viewer for a split second. But yeah, my channel's focus around anxiety and the things I experience and which I'm working on, which is like agoraphobia, which is no surprise because if you're used to being at home all the time, working from home, you have the store not far from you. Um, you're gonna get comfortable in your own bubble, and that's kind of gonna develop um in some scenarios, not in every instance. But for me, it was a little more complicated. Again, I digress. This vlogging just really helps me to hear my own voice. I'm in my head most of the day. I do talk to myself. I'm sure the vast majority of us do when we're alone, and sometimes we don't really notice it. I like to sing to my dog a lot, like made up stuff. It's pretty comical. I'm sure if I did that in the moment, I would go viral, but that just happens, that's magic. You can't just record that unless I'm not knowing I'm being recorded. Excuse me, I'm on a ginger ale kick. I was sick a while ago. Now I'm just kind of getting into ginger ale. Um, it reminds me of a beer, and I'm been cutting down on drinking drastically. Um, and that's another story we don't have to talk about. But yeah, I've got a good streak going on, and this is a good little replacement. It reminds me of a beer, and I like how beer tastes. So if anyone wants to take a break from drinking for a while, be a month, forever, whatever, I find that ginger ale, especially cold, kind of gives you that not exactly the same taste, but kind of like a similar experience. And plus, they have a diet ginger ale. It's pretty nice. Generic. Ah, I just noticed my beard's starting to grow in pretty good. Oh, another thing about cutting down on alcohol is the puffiness in your face goes down, and it's absolutely amazing. Um, so if anybody is thinking about some resolutions, maybe doing like an alcohol reset, I mean, I don't think I'm quitting in my mind, just because I'm at that point. Um, that's just not something personally. That's not my goal. My goal is to go the longest I can without without drinking and see how I like it, and then reevaluate. Um, but that's another story. So I digress there as well. Um, So, yeah, when you have a lot of time on your hands and, you don't drive, I have my license. I know how to drive. It's been many, many a moons, as the natives would say, since I've driven without anxiety, like very bad anxiety. If I have someone with me in the car, I feel a little bit safer. But for some reason, I have really bad anxiety while driving. That's something that I want to revisit, but I need to get a. When you have this problem, your battery dies a lot because you don't drive. So I need to get a new battery and put that bad boy in. Um, but yeah, I it totally went off on so many tangents tonight. And we did have a nice 1 second, maybe split second viewer, and I want to thank them, whoever it is, if they ever come across this again. um, thank you, mysterious person. Um, what else can I say? See, if we're a whole day of not really carrying out a conversation with someone, albeit I did go out with someone during lunchtime for a drive. I didn't drive, had a conversation. Albeit of that, um, you can talk for about 21 minutes straight if you don't talk to a lot of people on camera, during the day, because that's what we're hitting right now. And if anybody has anxiety, agoraphobia, and they're up in their head a lot, because most people have what I would call an internal monologue. You should try doing some YouTube videos and just I call it word vomit. Like when you don't speak to someone for a long time, you're just like you're talking really fast and you have a lot of information to say. Um, I would say if you don't see a lot of people and you are agoraphobic or just minimal exposure to social situations, um, try doing this. It's gonna be awkward at first, but for sanity purposes and to improve mental health, even just give it a go. Even if you're not like no one's watching me, I don't care. I mean, it'd be cool if people were. There's my heart, but just try it. It's great, especially at the end of the night. When you've got those thoughts turning and churning in your head. That's why I like to do this before bed. Not many people are gonna look at this. I usually get 1 or 2 views. If I'm lucky, the first one I ever did, I got like 27. But it's find it for my health, and I think it can be very beneficial for people that are, alone a lot. Um, I mean, what do you do when you're alone? Watch TV, um, stare at the wall. I'm kidding. Um, I'm the type of person that'll have the television on. If not, I'm not doing anything, and I'll just have it on low. I'll just kind of scroll the interwebs like everyone else in the modern day, um, today's world, and be on Facebook or something. And then you have your whole inner monologue and your thoughts going on while you're taking in all the stimuli and what your opinion is based on it. And you're doing that all day, especially if you have the day off. So, and if you don't get a lot of exposure, um, your mind's just constantly going. So try some YouTube videos. Try like just letting stuff out um, verbally, or even write it down. That's fantastic too. So I mean, that would be my advice for anyone who's suffering from, agoraphobia, or if they're shy, just try, self-talk. Um, I don't know if anyone's gonna watch this, but this makes me feel great. It takes a load off my shoulders for sure. And trust me, being someone that's high level um person with anxiety or high level anxiety, functioning, works, my mind's always going, and I wish I could slow it down, and this helps. So try it out. Um, Now we're going on 25 minutes. That's kind of cool. Just trying to think when I should cut it off here. Probably pretty soon. I don't think anybody will make it this far, but also, like I had said, it's kind of for me as well. So how about the housing market? That's pretty great, huh? Yeah, I'm kidding. I'm a goofball. If anyone interacts with me, or if I see an old friend, that's my personality. Just randomly bringing up odd facts that'll probably make you laugh if I'm comfortable with you. Um, or sometimes I do that when I'm uncomfortable. So who knows? Um, Looks like my dog is pretty relaxed right now, so I don't feel too bad at the moment. Having her just chill, but I hope everybody's doing good. Whoever's seeing this, hope everybody's in good health. Making lots of money, making it to the top, being able to afford mansions and yachts and uh, extravagant vacations, um, designer dogs. Oh Lord, wouldn't that be nice? But why can't it be? Why isn't it possible? It can be possible. Where there's a will, there's a way. I was trying to think of the movie where that came from so I could quote it, but I just uh, quoted it minus the movie reference. I think we're gonna cut it off in 30 minutes, which is like 3 minutes coming on. Oh, what a Monday! What a Monday! I will tell you this: living alone sucks. It has its perks per se, but after a good many years, it gets a little lonely. Gets a little lonely. Not that I would want like a friend roommate. I've done that before. That didn't pan out too well. Just significant other would be great. That's something that's hard to find. Uh, Dealing with agoraphobia, it's hard to meet people, or if I were to go out to like say on a date, I'd really have to buckle down on the focus and ground myself to not be super anxious in the first place, but which can be done. There's nothing that cannot be done with effort and time, um, and practice. But it's hard to find people um, that are willing to take on um, some of the problems and struggles that I deal with. And I feel that that's probably the same across the board for any type of mental illness. Not everybody uh, can take that on. Some people would take that or see that as baggage. I mean, realistically, especially if someone has children, um, they're obviously priority. So seeing someone or talking to someone that, have high tendencies for, anxiety and, me, I'm getting better at my situation with the house. But, I still struggle. Not a lot of people would want from me, this is my opinion, and from not dating someone for a long time. Um, I don't think they would wanna put stock necessarily into a person like that. Some people, may want to, but, I don't know. That's just my personal experience, and, it's what I've been used to. I do try and, I feel like I'm giving too much personal information out here, I do try and the dating apps and all that stuff. And, I make it clear, going through some anxiety stuff, but it's, it you match with people, and this is probably the same with everyone, and then, people just don't really follow up. It's, it's not like the good old days. Dating in, like, your, late 20s, early 30s, it's a little bit different than, you know, being someone in college who's used to a situation, where they're talking to a lot of people. I miss that. I really do. I miss that exposure. Or being in high school where you just click with people, but living alone, it's lonely. Um, Ideally, if I could pick anything for the future, if I had any control over my life, it'd be to find someone I could click with and um, you know, and grow with. That would be that's on my mind a lot, and that's something I'll always be looking for if we're getting real into it. Um, that weighs heavy on my mind sometimes. I know I'm not a bad guy. Not everyone's perfect. I just know I come with a little bit of baggage. Everyone makes mistakes. I made mistakes in my past with some of my exes. Nothing like violent or anything, just been stupid and messed some things up, like pre-agoraphobia. But I feel like I've grown from many of those experiences. It's probably a little less mature than I am during that time. I feel like we're getting really deep now into my life, but that's something that weighs heavily on my mind. Um, Finding my partner, you know, 'cause that's one of the best feelings in the world. Uh, you know, they say you gotta love yourself first, and I have my days, but generally, I love myself. I'm strong. I keep fighting. I keep finding niches to do to keep me busy. I'm a fighter, and that's something that I'm proud of, especially with anxiety and depression and anything that might like knock me down for however so long. I'm a fighter. I don't give up. Um, you know, so oh, I just kind of went on a big, deep personal tangent there. That's something that weighs heavy on my mind. Um, Get myself a little deep in thought now. Hopefully that'll be in the books for me someday. Um, I think it would be easier um, having a partner in some ways, uh, just to be cheered on a little bit, or just it would give me extra drive, I suppose. Not necessarily be cheered on, but uh, like if I found a significant other, I would that I was really down for, really clicked with, I would do. I'm one of those people that would do anything for someone they really cared deeply about. Um, so we can get off that subject. I mean, that's that. Um, yep. Mental illness sucks. Um, Physical illness sucks. Um, all I can say is just keep fighting if anybody's watching this. And, whether you have a significant other or not, hopefully they're supportive. I'm sure they are. You want to be with them. And if you don't have one, they just keep fighting like I am. Um, you know, the day is not over and, life's not over. Even though people suffer from these ailments and all that bullshit, um, it's life still goes on. So you got to keep fighting, man, or woman, or whatever you prefer. So I'm getting off here. This is a new record, 36 minutes for me. Kind of got up in my feels for a sec, but it's all good. Well, hope everyone's doing good. Tomorrow, probably be on here and got to think of some stuff for some content. So, oh, oh, Ukraine, keep fighting. We don't hear enough about those guys anymore. Um, and oh man, just the world's a mess right now. Should put not some more. We should put some other people in charge. That's all I'm saying. But this is life and anxiety, and I'm peacing out. Hope everybody had a good day. Peace.